company is known for having one of the brightest 4K triple laser short throw projector systems available. So we thought we got to have the president of Awol Vision on, Steven Shulman. Steven, welcome into Tomorrow. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good. I'm assuming it's a large projector because that's probably why you didn't throw one in your pocket and show it to us.
Yep, it was a little bit too big to bring from my booth to yours.
Oh, darn. But first of all, why Awol? Because I always know that over the years as absent without leave military term.
Right.
Is that what you mean here?
Not really.
Oh, good.
When you have a UST projector, all you need is a wall. So it's a play with words. But
Gotcha.
If you mentioned it, we're up against companies like Samsung, Hisense, LG, and we wanted to do our own thing, go our own way. So if you want to look at that as going AWOL, that's what we did.
I like that because obviously it's not AWALL, it's AWOL. AWOL,
for a reason.
Just like we know. And now I understand why.
Yeah.
And that makes perfect sense. And what is an ultra throw projector? An ultra short throw projector.
Right. So everyone knows what the long throws are. They're the ones that hang about 15 feet on the ceiling.
Typically behind you in the back of the room. Whatever.
Exactly. And they're very loud with the fan and so forth. And they really can't give you a clean image because they're so far away, no matter how expensive they are, no matter how many lumens they are. Now, if you take that 3,500 lumens and you bring it 9 inches from the wall, it's a lot brighter than it is from 10 inches from the wall.
Makes sense.
That's right. But what you need to do then is design it with red, green, blue, lasers as well. But you have to have the lens shoot vertically upwards in order for it to shoot up to the screen.
So you may have it on a coffee table or something, or a little
or
shelf,
cabinet,
little cabinet.
And we sell our own cabinets that house the device itself.
Good. And I'm assuming because you made reference to the older long throw projectors as being noisy with a fan, this doesn't generate noise?
It doesn't generate much noise at all. It's really not the fans that make a lot of noise. It's actually the color wheels that they use.
Oh.
And we don't use a color wheel. We use a true red, green, blue laser.
Wow. So that makes a difference, I'm assuming, not only in noise, but in picture quality?
That's right. It doesn't diffuse the true red, green, blue lasers.
Nice.
Yeah.
And this is something that you've been doing for how long?
A year.
Okay.
But the development started 2.5 years ago.
Oh, excellent. And now you've got it to a point where is it available for the public?
It started selling about a year ago in January.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And for how much? Is this home use or business opportunities or theaters or home theaters, that kind of thing?
What we want to do as a company is we want to replace your TV that's in your family room.
Awesome.
Okay, so we're not a company that wants to be competitors with long throws and so forth, but we want to do is we're bright enough and we have a clear enough image to replace your 75, 85-inch OLED with our 100-inch to 150-inch ultra short throw 4K laser projector.
So if I think my 65-inch TV is nice in the living room, how about 110-inch or more?
Right. We can double the size.
Yeah.
And keep the color. And ours has 3,500 lumens. It's one of the brightest, as you mentioned in the opening of the show.
Yeah.
So even with the lights on and the windows open, you can still see a very clear, vivid image.
And large if you want it that large, right?
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
But what we found out is that's what consumers want. And they cannot make TVs right now. LG has the biggest TV. And it's 97 inches, and it costs $30,000.
Yeah, exactly.
We have a 120-inch with our 2500 model. It costs $3,500 with the screen. So we're a tenth of the cost of an LG OLED.
And a bigger screen.
And we look just as good, if not better.
And you can brag that it's lasers.
Right.
Right.
Laser's a cool word right now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm assuming then laser TV is better in many ways than OLED?
I think so, mainly because you can make it as big as you want as well. So if you want to go 120 inches, you move it back 2 inches. If you want to go 150 inches, you move it back another 3 inches.
Wow.
And we have 3D capabilities. So having 150 inches with a really bright laser projector with 3D, we have a booth over there, and people have come over from Disney Live and said, it's better than some of the attractions that they have.
Wow, very nice, and that's a heck of an endorsement right there, I think.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
And gaming, I would imagine those who are really into gaming always wanting a bigger screen and seeing more action. And sometimes I don't know how they game with a bigger screen, because it seems to me you'd miss a lot. But no, they want bigger screens. So I guess gaming is probably a major advantage too.
Racing is great.
Oh yeah,
you know, being that big. Sports like FIFA and Madden. We have a gaming setup on one of our big 120-inch screens over at the booth. When people walk by, they thought they were like the Dolphins were, playing the Raiders. I mean, and it's a lot more fun and visual, obviously, when you're watching it on a large screen.
And how effective, Stephen, is it to be using a wall? I'm assuming if it's painted white, then it simulates a screen more than a different color, but versus an actual screen.
So walls are funny because everyone thinks they have a straight house, right?
Yeah, not so.
That's right. Even when we're hanging pictures, we're like, well, wait a minute. It's not as straight as I thought it was.
Yeah.
So with a ultra short throw laser projector being that bright, it shows a lot of the deficiencies that you wouldn't see from a regular projector. So we recommend that you do get a screen with it. That way you're able to have a very straight image, which is very important. And also with an ALR, ambient light resistant screen, it can bounce all the ambient light off of the screen and take in the projection from the bottom of the screen, which comes from the UST.
Which a wall wouldn't be doing nearly as efficiently, obviously.
That's right.
Gotcha.
But you can still, in a dark room, you can project on a wall.
Sure.
Yeah.
I love it. And I had another question there along those lines, but you were doing so well at describing. It was like, it just seems to me that if you're going to get a screen, then you go for the biggest possible so that you can get those larger images. Is that kind of the goal?
That kind of slows down our sales cycle because a lot of people don't know what they can fit in their house.
Yeah.
So basically they look online or they come to we're the only company that has an ultra short throw store showcase in Delray Beach, Florida. And
just up the road from us.
That's right.
Yeah.
You should come visit.
Yes, we should.
And what happens is they're like, I want the 150-inch, but I'm not sure if I can fit it. So now they have to go and they have to measure between the bookcases and so forth. But, once they do that and they can figure out what screen size that they want, they can go online at awolvision.com and order the screen and the projector along with it.
Love it. Well, I'm going to have to try in spite of all of the interviews. If at some point in between a couple of interviews, I'm going to get over to your booth and see this for myself.
You really have to come see Avatar on a 150-inch screen in 3D.
I'll bet.
Then we have like rows of people watching it. At one time we had 30 people, all with 3D glasses on, watching it, and it was really funny.
I'll bet.
Looked like a bunch of aliens with all those, glasses on.
Oh, jeez. Awol Vision, AWOL Vision.com for more. Stephen, thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Continued good luck here at the show. I know you're getting a lot of attention, appropriately so.
Yep. Thank you very much for your time.
It's our pleasure. Stephen is the president of AWolVision.com. We'll get you there, of course, as we do with all of our guests when you visit us at IntoTomorrow.com. And it's a good thing we're wrapping today's interviews up because I don't know how much throat I have left. Stay tuned, though. There's always more to come right here on Into Tomorrow on the Advanced Radio Network and Media Network.